welcome back. My name is Patrick. This is Patchworks. We're back out here in the late afternoon. It's about 5 p.m. Had a little rain earlier, and I'm going to try to do something quick. Whenever I say that, I know for sure it's going to take a whole long time. Hopefully this gets done today. I might have to come back another day or two to finish this up. We're going to be laying down some tarp to help try to mitigate these weeds. Now, we just harvested the onions over here. You can watch that video linked right here. Like I said in that video, I'm going to take the lawnmower real quick and just mow down this tall grass over here. And then closest to where we planted the pumpkins, I'm going to lay down that plastic tarp. We'll just start treating that other area as part of the lawn. Let's go ahead and get started with that and start this up. Well, goodness, that was spastic as always. While we're laying down the tarp, or rather prior to laying down the tarp, we're going to be putting down some fertilizer. I didn't want to get anything too crazy, so I just got manure and compost mix. It was pretty cheap, the Tractor Supply. Might have been a bit of a rip-off. The manure and humus mix was better, but I've heard that humus and peat are not good for the environment. I guess I'll stick to the other stuff. So I'm just going to lay a little pile of each of that on these are the pumpkins right here coming in, and then we're going to lay down the plastic tarp. You can lay it on the plastic tarp on the side here first though, I think. I also picked this up at Tractor Supply. It's just their landscaping tarp. Seems pretty thick. This is that woven stuff, so water will still be able to get through, hopefully. And I don't think I got enough of this. I'm going to be cutting this in half for a lot of what I'm doing because my rows aren't that thick. This is, I'd say, 3 feet wide. And honestly, I might cut this in half here anyway and use it on the other side. That looks good, right? Oh, this one's gonna be a pain in the butt to do. I feel like I should just saw this whole thing in half while it's in the roll. Scissors ain't the way to go. Maybe this blade is. This thing is slowly unraveling itself. I don't think that's good. And by slowly, I meant very quickly unraveling itself. Oh, it's thick out. Woo-wee! I'm sweating. And we have these stakes here, and Lord knows if we got enough. I'd say that's good enough. Now this stuff is gonna look like junk for a little bit. It is what it is, I guess. And let's see if I can just sneak this right on the side here. Ideally, everything under these tarps is just gonna break down. It's just gonna die and eventually get broken down. So I don't even think I need to like cut it. Maybe that's just me being a lazy SOB. And by maybe, I mean, it's definitely me being lazy. Might also be right. I don't think I got enough of these though. Oh, not the pumpkins. And I'll show you a little update on how the garden's doing in just a sec. Whew. So this is how it looks. Now, yes, weeds are still going to grow up in between, but this is going to be a whole lot more manageable. And here's an update on the tomatoes. So a lot of these larger varieties aren't green yet. we've had some cracking. I toned down the watering protocol because it seemed like they're getting overwatered a little bit. I gotta come back in and I gotta tie these down a little more because they're starting to fall over, but we're doing really good. These are the Brussels sprouts growing out of control. And we actually have our first harvest of tomatoes. So these are indigo gold berry, and this is what they look like. They have this yellow and purple color, and so a few of these are actually ready to go. We also have a full-on eggplant growing. Now this is going to go for a little bit longer. We could technically harvest it now, but it'll get a whole lot bigger. So one of our cayennes died, but the other is doing very well. Has a whole bunch of cayenne peppers on it, and we're going to fertilize this. It seems like it's doing a little slow, so we'll fertilize it to help it grow a little bit. But our jalapeno is doing amazingly. Look at all of these jalapenos we have right here, and there are more flowers to turn into more jalapenos. So many jalapenos on this thing. The strawberries are not doing too well. I think they're getting way too much sunlight. We're going to be building a little shade screen for them, and I'm going to be putting more fertilizer in here as well because they're starting to redden on the leaves, and that's not good. The sweet potatoes doing well, a little grown in with weeds, or a lot of grown in with weeds. So we're going to be laying down that weed barrier on the sides here, which will hopefully help with that a little bit. They're doing well. It's going to be another few, probably about another month before the sweet potatoes are done. These are our honeydews right here, or cantaloupes? I don't know. I'll put it in post which one these are. And then these are the watermelons. Now these are doing great. They are a little overrun with weeds. So we're going to be separating these into more defined lines right here, laying down that weed barrier tarp, and then draping them back over so that they don't get out of control. We do still have some cauliflower sprinkled in there, which is actually starting to grow, but I don't think we're going to have a great harvest. The cucumbers are doing great since we added the trellis. We have a whole bunch of flowers, and now that these are training upwards, the pollinators have the ability to actually go and get into those flowers. You see right here, we have one cucumber right here. This is a burpless hybrid right here. We have the pickled cucumbers over here, which we were already able to harvest 2 off of, and I'm not really sure what's going on here. These leaves are spotting. I gotta look into what that means. But we do have more cucumbers right there and right there. And so these are doing really well. The carrots are doing well. They're a little hidden as well. The tarp will make this a whole lot easier to distinguish. And these are the bush beans, the flambeau bush beans. The corn is doing really well. And look, if you can see right there, these larger corn are starting to flower, and the pole beans are climbing right up the corn. You can see it spiraling right as they're supposed to. So that's doing well. We have more of our few bush beans right here. On the left here are all of the glass gem corn. Right in the center, I believe those are 2 strawberry. There are 2 or 3 down there, the strawberry popcorn. These are the Japanese hulless popcorn right here. And then this is the double red sweet corn. And these have flowered. They're very short. I don't know how it's actually going to develop, but they have started to flower. And this one has a little corn right there. So hopefully the rest of these grow those out as well, because this is actually what the corn grows out of. So, you know, we got another one right here. So it looks like we'll get a few of these. I don't think enough to can these, but we'll be able to grill these up and have some nice corn. And that's it for the garden. These are just some sunflowers right here. I cut this other one off screen because it's just so spastic. Goodness. Couldn't pull that further. I'm going to be getting more of these stakes after the fact to help secure this down, because I don't really like how it's sitting right now. You guys can't see me over here, but I swear I'm doing something like really cool and smart. I just didn't catch it on camera. You guys will be like, oh wow, it's really impressive what he just did. I'm hoping that the sun kind of bakes whatever's under this tarp as well. Now I can't use that other piece right here because I have this mill in the way. But what I can do, push both of these off to the side. Oh no, don't rip off flowers. I'm ripping off flowers. Push these off to the side. Put it down in the center here. Let's try this. Swoop right in here. For anyone curious, these stakes are literally just little metal U's. I have some more metal wire I could use if I run out of these, I guess. And then we're just gonna place the sweet potatoes right back on top of this, whipping out maybe some of this other stuff. Sweet potato. Oh, there's a sweet potato. There are flowers over here. Oh, but I just knocked it off. Sweet potatoes have flowers? No, they're not related, but I was just as surprised to find out that the potatoes had flowers. If you guys haven't watched the video where I harvested potatoes, you can watch that right here. But in that video, I talked about how sweet potatoes are not closely related to potatoes at all. Not similar, not related at all. Potatoes are closer related to tomatoes than they are to sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are a vine, totally unrelated to potatoes. They just both grow tubers in the ground. And I feel bad because some of these vines of the sweet potatoes have rooted in the ground, but I'm just gonna pretend like they didn't. Right here we have the watermelons on the left, honeydew on the right. I think it's honeydew that we put on the right. And I'm just gonna separate them so I can throw, so I can throw a tarp down the center here, and I should probably be hitting this with the weed whacker. Can you guys see this? Little watermelon. Baby watermelon. I almost definitely should be clipping back some of these flowers because I feel like we're gonna have really tiny watermelons because these things have so many flowers. Oh my goodness, look at all the little baby watermelons. And this is the part of the video where I pretend like I'm not miserable and I put on my fake enthusiastic voice and like, oh my goodness, this is so much fun, you guys. I'm not doing this out of financial fear because I quit my job and banked mine and my wife's and newborn daughter's financial well-being on this channel being successful. No, this is so much fun, you guys. And that's why I'm doing this. Be sure to check for ticks after this crap. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got a little fuzzy cantaloupe growing over here. I'm gonna line up your tarp centrally. Let me teach you how to lay tarp. This is my 5th time doing this. So I'm an expert on YouTube. If you talk confidently enough, people will just believe you. Most people will just believe you. Look at those jerks that know what they're talking about and fact check you and call you out, but nobody likes those guys. No, hold out 2 watermelons. That's not half bad. I'm just gonna lay these out on top of it. Now we're just gonna flip all this to the other side so we can tarp this section. Look at that. Tarp down there. I would like to say again in this video, and I think it's pretty obvious, if you're going to be laying down plastic tarp, don't do it in this order. Lay down the plastic tarp. What you do is you burn holes every so often and plant with the plastic tarp already down. Put your fertilizer down, put your manure, compost down, put the tarp over it, then burn holes every so often, plant what you're going to plant in those holes, and then you don't have to touch it ever again for the rest of the season. That's the way to do this. This is what I'm doing because I don't know if I was too lazy to do that earlier in the season, just didn't realize how terrible this would be. This is the most I've ever grown, guys. I've only ever had like a 2x4 raised garden bed. This is literally the first time I planted more than like 8 plants. So, yeah, learn from my mistakes. Woo! Crawling is the way to do this, guys. Let's flip these cantaloupe back over. is awesome, guys. Now clearly we still have a bunch of weeds in here, and I am just gonna have to pick these by hand. Pull through. Ooh, it's so much nicer out with that sundown. Goodness gracious. All right, on all fours. This is what my life has gone to. Crawling on all fours through tall grass for likes and subscriptions. Should I do like an ASMR OnlyFans crawling through the garden? This would be tall enough to hide from public view. So I'm realizing now I'm also not going to be able to finish this today. Nice! Now we can make it look like I didn't do anything. And we can flip these back onto the top. Little baby watermelon. Look, doesn't look like I did anything. Doing it from the back. No, it's not my birthday. Haha. Little pickle. Little pickle, get out of my way. These pickling cucumbers, they flower really weird. They like have so many flowers close to their base. I don't know if that's because they did something wrong with them. Probably. It also is just like, it just seems to be different than the other cucumbers we have. I'm happy I started with the other side because these sides are so much easier to do. Alright, that's about all I have in me for today. So I'll catch you guys in 2 days on Sunday when I'm back doing this. Let's time travel. Welcome back. So it's actually been 4 days. It's Tuesday, not Sunday. It has been crazy hot. We were running around doing a whole bunch, and it is 6:30 and it is still 95 degrees out right now. So it has been hot. All that's left to do, as you can see, is we put the rest of the tarp down. Ooh, slow pants, slow pan. Buttery smooth. I got a new tripod because the old one broke on me. All that's left to do is to spread out the compost manure mixture. And we're gonna be piling it kind of in the rows where there is not tarp. We're not gonna do it on the carrots. We're not gonna be doing it on the sweet potatoes because I don't wanna mess with those ground foods so much. I don't really know. But we're gonna be kind of spreading it everywhere else at the base of the tomatoes, the pumpkins, the cucumbers, basically everything else. So let's get to it. All right, so we're just gonna be piling this under each, or rather around each of the pumpkins. Just a little boost, a little bit more than midway through the summer. And you might be saying there, hey Patrick, why are you doing it like this? There's, a much easier way, blah, blah, blah. Let me know, please. I don't know why I'm doing it. This just kind of seems like a fair idea. I don't really know if you guys have a better way of doing this other than having done it differently from the start. Let me know. And I'm just trying to do these pumpkins a little bit more consciously. I'm not going to be doing that with the rest. But I think these pumpkins will start to take off, and then weeds will be much less of an issue. The reason I'm using compost and manure, I know it would be easier just to spray a liquid fertilizer. And again, I have nothing against that, but from what I've seen, done improperly, it can harm the natural bacteria and beneficial insects in the ground and stuff like that. And I do basically everything wrong. So I don't want to totally screw this up. Hooey! And then I'm gonna fertilize these eggplants here because we got a big eggplant growing and we got a whole lot more leaves. I'm gonna throw some more compost on my strawberries here The strawberries are not looking good. I'm not sure what exactly it is. It might be a combination because they're getting too much sunlight, which I'm going to be getting a little shade screen for them. It might be because they used up a lot of their nutrients, which forever-bearing strawberries are known to do because they just need so much to grow. Hopefully they'll start flowering again because they were doing so well. Then we have the cucumbers over here, and the cucumbers are doing amazingly, guys. Be sure to look out for my next video where we do kind of a homegrown meal. We kind of grew or caught everything that we're making in there, and we harvested 15 cucumbers this morning, and we've harvested 3 already, so that's 17 cucumbers that we've gotten out of these. It is crazy. I realized that I need to check the cucumbers more often because some of them got, I think, a little too big. When it's hot like this, I don't have the energy for all of my catchy exclamatives. Oh, eee, whew, yeah, buddy. This corn really seems to be struggling the most. Although I gotta be honest, I think it's due to water. I don't think it's really due to nutrients. That being said, this area of the lawn, it was always kind of dead. Probably should have just heeded that warning and not planted this far. Yeah. Well, listen, guys, that is it for today's video. We are done, or I'm done with this at least. There's still plenty of work to do. I did not make this easy on myself. Let me know what you guys would have done differently. Let me know what you guys think I did right. If you got here, please drop a like and please subscribe. It costs you nothing, means a whole lot to the channel. We're trying to get out there, trying to start making some money because I've only been losing it. Be sure to look out for more videos. Trying to drop multiple, at least 2 long form videos a week. So be on the lookout, hit that bell notification so you get notified when new videos drop. And I'll catch you guys on the next one.